So if you haven't seen how they're handling crafting for low-level characters or leveling professions in general, it's actually quite a sophisticated system. And obviously, if you thought about professions at all with the new Chromie time leveling concept, you realize that, you know, if you picked BFA to level at level 10, you're not going to be able to make anything that's even remotely usable until like 90% of the way through the level. And then the same thing might happen in the other direction, right? So like, you know, we might not get any value out of this item. It's for a level 3. It has versatility on it, but nothing else. But now there is this new optional reagent system. It's actually an interesting concept. It says customize the final output of an item craft. Select a variety of optional reagents to change the stat outcome for your items. Guaranteed. You do not need to fill all slots to craft an item. So you could craft the item without this in it, or, you know, you could add one of these things. This is also going to be a system that they're using at max level 2. But we're only going to be taking a look at what the leveling component might look like. It's a very interesting concept, and I definitely think that they're onto something here. These items are in the inventory as well. Like, I think they can be sold too, I'd imagine. They don't have any designation whether they're BOP or anything like that. So presumably I could trade them around. But yeah, so you just automatically add it. You don't even have to actually craft the item to see it update. I'll make one of these real quick because there's a little quirk going on here. See, I could actually keep moving while I'm making it. I presume that that's a bug, but anyway, yeah, they stack. They use different types of materials. There's ones for Cataclysm 2, just as an example. But you see, they're actually the same. For Cataclysm, it's just Ember Silk cloth because that's the only cloth. I mean, there's bolts of Ember Silk cloth, but it's all Ember Silk cloth because that's the only reagent for Cataclysm. So it makes me wonder what the actual purpose of them is. And I feel like we kind of can't figure that out based on what we're seeing in the alpha right now. So let's take a look at what it looks like. See here, it basically doesn't, like these white items, you don't really want to do anything with that, right? Like, but as you see, it's changing the actual item, not the item level, but the required level. So you see it says required level 45 there. For this, it says required level 25. I don't have the other ones, but I'd assume if that's 45, that's 25, that's probably 35, that's probably 15, and then this one's 50 or something around that, you know, that estimation there. But of course, pieces with actual stats on them are going to change significantly. So that changes to a required level 25. It's got 33 intellect, but it's item level 60. So I wonder if that's bugged because you'll see the same is saying it's not in any different. I don't see any difference other than required level 50. It's actually the exact same item. 47 gold cell, 33 intellect, 12 armor, item level 60, regardless of which one you put in. So I haven't had time to test it in other profession like breaks, you know, like you know, Outland or anything like that. But it makes me wonder what the actual purpose of the different ranks of these is. Presumably what I imagine is going to happen is that the gear is not meant to also, like, it's probably just not working properly. It's probably not meant to be item level 60. Like, I think right now it's scaling to me. So I'd have to test this on a lower level character, but I think right now it's scaling to me. Like, it's trying to use, you know, trying to use my character to fit what it's making, even though it says required level 25. Because surely that is a ridiculous amount of stats for an item level 25 piece. And presumably, if I had more linen, it would do the same thing in that situation. But let's go ahead and craft it and see if anything changes. We'll try making one brown linen robe with that reagent. And here's the item. We got, yep, exactly as expected, 49 versatility. That's what expected was supposed to be. So let's try it now with this one as well. And we'll see if there's any difference. But yeah, as of right now, probably in an unfinished state. Yep, identical pieces, just the actual level requirement. So, I mean, that's a pretty good piece. For example, I'm wearing item level 75 gear. So item level 60 gear is actually like, I mean, that's not far off. The thing we actually talked about this in the leveling thing we did the other day, but long story short, the jump from level 1 to level 50 in terms of item levels is really, really small. It's smaller than the jump from the start of BFA to the end of BFA, let's put it that way, after the stat squish and the item level squish. So yeah, that piece is like perfectly viable item, and it's quite interesting because, you know, I wonder if there is going to be some example where some old crafted piece, like, you know, maybe trinkets or some kind of set bonus, like you see these things have set bonuses. Makes me wonder if there's going to be some, maybe in the pre-patch or something, where people are actually wearing gear from like Classic or Wrath or something like that. Like, you know, there's the moon cloth robe that presumably now can go up to max level character stuff. So we'll see how it goes. Let me know what you guys think. I really like the concept, and I do think. So what do you think? Do you think it's working as intended? Like there's a place to say like, oh, this is how it's supposed to work. All it's supposed to do is scale the item to you, but make it so it's your level. Like, that could be what the purpose of this is. It's like, all right, well, all you have is linen cloth, so you're going to make, you know, that level item. But I think it's probably not meant to be that way. I think it's meant to also change the item level and the power of the item, too. And, of course, it's just not there yet in the alpha, so... Either way, cool concept. I'm going to keep testing this on an actual leveling character. This is a level 50 mage template that I made, just so I can come in here and farm the cloth. But now that I have these things, presumably I could send them to other characters, and we'll test it that way. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.